That's right, wake your ass up. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for Victor Allen's New Sports, his own unique fan base look at sports. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by the bald-headed black man, the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. That's right, it's him. Written, directed, and produced by Victor Allen. And now here he is, ladies and gentlemen, he's Vic!
I so love that.
Yeah! Oh, shit!
What did you say, Miko?
I so love that.
What part?
I like how he just announced that.
You want to know
Thank you,
like
baby.
that?
Yes.
I learned all that from Mac McAllister.
That you sure
No,
did.
you didn't.
That's
No, you
wrong.
didn't.
That's wrong.
You learned that from the sports box. Whoa, what happened to her face?
That's wrong, man. Don't be saying that. Apologize.
That's just acne.
Oh, okay.
That would happen when you use that too much makeup. Cut your pores all closed off.
Here we go.
That's
Here
worse
we
than
go.
clogged
No,
pores.
they actually say that happens. Truly.
Oh, okay.
I don't need much.
All right, you guys, get ready. It's,
And I want to say, hey, Ray Ybarra, how you doing?
oh,
Yes, I
don't be
see you.
talking. Don't be talking.
Ray, I can't talk no more.
No, you can't talk. All right, you guys, sports, and guess what? I'm not starting off with the L.A. Kings because they're in the Stanley Cup. Miko was watching that, too. She was all excited. I'm not going to start off with the Spurs and NBA because you know how that rolls, right? Everybody knows you guys are going to go East Coast, West Coast. I don't care. Disrespect me with my sound effects, and you stop laughing.
How was that disrespect?
Don't be disrespecting my subject. These are my topics. I wait an hour and 15 for. Oh, I like that.
I think this is a
You
hot
like
topic.
what?
Yeah. Now this is different because. Oh, you know what? That's pretty good. I like what you did. But I'm gonna start off with Stiviano attacked in New York City at a restaurant and attacked by two white men. Whoa. Okay, calling her,
po
of course, the N-word and racial slurs.
Oh, no.
Now I know you said, how does this
No, that's
trump
not cool.
all
That's
the other
not cool.
sports?
That's not
I mean,
cool.
we're talking about Jimmy Johnson
like
back-to-back victories. We're talking about the Spurs. We're talking about, of course, the Heat. Then we got the Stanley Cup between the New York Rangers and, of course, the LA Kings. But no, Stiviano, she got a beat down, man. And the part that makes this interesting to me is she also is alleged, and we haven't heard it yet, that she's caught on videotape making racial comments against African Americans. Total separate subject, but I've yet to hear
Well,
it. And I'm just saying.
And I want everybody to know that Vic and I, and Miko, and Mac, for example, and PMC have never, ever said anything negative against minorities, ever. No, never. None of us.
Right. No, yeah.
Mac himself.
Right.
Mac has said something about short people, little people, at times, I've heard. But that's about it. That's pretty much it.
All I have to say is look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
So are you guys trying to say karma's coming around?
It's coming. She coming big time.
Is it that bad?
Look at her face.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm only saying this.
Proof's in the pudding.
Does that tell you that the circle of people that was around Sterling probably all had the same thoughts?
All those big penises from the NBA players, they probably all paranoid.
Wait a
walking
minute.
around thinking just how much pipe is around them.
Oh.
Just imagine you're in a room, say, I'm in a room with a lot of pipe.
Oh.
I'm in here. And, Miko, how would you feel if you was at the NBA gathering and you was in that room with all that pipe?
Okay, I'm not
Smoking
even.
or are we talking about the Lions?
I'm just saying,
I'm
if
not-
you're in there with all those MC, I think part of the whole
Oh,
thing with
I would love
Sterling
it. I'm not
is
intimidated
that
at
he's
all.
around all these NBA players with all those
Hey.
big penises.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
And so sometimes you start to get penis envy. It happens, penis
Well,
envy.
I don't have that
where you
issue.
envy the penis.
I don't
I've
have
heard,
that issue.
and Mac has reported on this also at his show.
How would you guys feel? I like this question that PMC or Mac put up. How would you like it if Donald Sterling was reported as going and attending a black church?
I'd love it.
I would
I'd love
bust
it.
up. I think it's a suicide mission.
I would say no because
No, suicide mission. No.
at a church,
Suicide
what would
mission.
Jesus do?
Probably strike him.
Jesus would
Oh,
not. Jesus would
Miko,
welcome
you
him.
Hey.
you need some spring water.
That's
No, I
right.
don't. I need
Yes, you
holy
go to
water.
church.
You need some spring water.
You
Why
eat
y'all
today?
acting
You had
all
breakfast?
bougie? No, he would get his ace whooped.
At a black church.
After church. They would do the whole, service.
The church with the church.
and then when they get outside, they're not in church.
No, Miko.
Oh my goodness.
No, he would be the black. Ask PMC. He's in the church all the time. PMC Donald Sterling
Well,
went to your
let me
church.
put it this way. It depends on what
in
type
Pittsburgh.
of church you go to.
PMC has a wonderful church. He's active in the church. PMC, if Donald Sterling came to your church,
everybody would turn around and look at him.
What would happen, PMC?
Yeah.
Would they welcome him? No, because when he said, what if he said, I'm here for forgiveness?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If he said, I'm here for forgiveness.
I said, y'all don't, where y'all intent is at? I said, they will wait till after service is over. When they get outside, that's a whole nother ball game.
That's like the girls that were out the night before church. They out in the club on Saturday night. They in church on Sunday morning.
Okay, then you understand. Thank you.
So.
PMC, you would walk out on him.
I saw that.
PMC said
PMC.
Didn't I just tell you? Why y'all acting like y'all trying to cover this and mustard it up? No. We're going to talk about this real
He's
people.
not sincere. If he came sincerely and asked in a way that people actually believed him,
feel it.
I think that people would forgive him.
No.
He's just not sincere.
No.
I think when you sincerely say, I'm sorry, people forgive you. People don't believe him. People don't believe that he's sincere.
No, because you can't BS the public. You just
Max
can't.
said put some money in the box.
Let me say. Well, okay, Miko. Let's just say, wonder if they do some deeper research, come to learn that
I would tell God real quick, you know what? Forgive me for
we knew he had
I'm about to commit an act.
Shit.
It's going to be a can of whoop. And I'll be in my confession box afterwards.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Keeping it real.
So in other words,
what
would it take for you, Miko, to say
if he walked past the owl while I was sitting in
owl like a bird?
No. You know what? Anywho, if he was walking down and I happened to be sitting at the edge of the bench, I would actually trip him.
How y'all gonna be in church?
I sure would.
What about forgiveness?
Forgive afterwards.
Okay, you know what?
I didn't touch it with my hands.
I'll go on record. I will go on record.
I would.
I'm willing to forgive people for statements they make that are incorrect. I really am. Because everybody I know has said something inappropriate. Everybody I know.
Everybody has.
Everybody has. And if they haven't said it about race, they said it about gender, or they said it about gays.
If he said it one time,
I'm willing to forgive. If you really apologize and try to get better.
I'm telling you.
If you are trying, just show me you're trying to be better, and I'm willing to give you a break.
What, coming up into my church is trying to be better? No, you trying to insult me.
Any church is trying to be better.
No.
How hard is it to go to church?
No.
Wait a minute. No. How hard is for me to come to your church?
He did.
Even if it's a fish Friday.
Here's the difference between you and I, Mario. Between you and I, if he did that incident once, okay, I can forgive you, forgive and forget, and move on. But you did it numerous times.
Right, but you can grow.
No.
How many of us have been something in the past?
Trying to change lanes anyway.
Can grow, though. I'm saying, how many of us have been something in the past?
Did you see the dude?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've been stuff in the past that I'm not today.
Right. How long did it take you?
Took me a long time.
Okay, so do you think at this point in his life it's going to take him a long time?
Yeah, yes. But he can do it still.
Yeah, with one foot in the grave and one out.
Better.
1 foot in the grave and one out.
I learned to be faithful.
Mario, that's some BS on that other end.
It took a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
I just got there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but see, look at his age factor. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I just learned how to be faithful just now. Me and Mac. We just hit
I'm falling out the chair.
Okay. Mac, aren't you faithful now?
So, wait a minute.
Mac and I, we hit fidelity.
Wonder if he had Alzheimer's.
Wonder if he didn't. And wonder if he trying to fake like he did just so he could get a sympathy patch.
If people believe that you are being... You have to show that people can sense when people are full of shit.
Thank you. So like I said, if he walked in my church and he walked by,
what if he came in and something had changed and you can sense it in him and he really appeared to legitimately be sorry?
You know what? How many days does it take for you to change a habit?
It depends on what habit.
How many days?
I used to be.
What's the standard? Let me ask that.
I used to like.
Hold up. What's the standard?
I used to really love freaks.
Excuse you. No, answer the question.
I just like them a lot.
Way away from my sports segment. I can't talk about sports.
Can we go on? I'm trying to Miko watch my visual aid.
We know it takes 21 days.
Now, Miko,
how long did it take you?
21 days.
Can you be saved in sports? Yes. Can you be saved in thought? Yes. Can you be saved in church? Yes. There's no limit to how you can turn that other leaf and be saved. Now, Miko, we have a special session after this show called Raising to Get Your Therapeutic On.
It's called Feed the Black Woman. Feed her. It's a special
Getting your
session.
therapeutic on. We're going to try to work with a couple of sessions with you because I think you have taught me something that I can't wait for you to share with me because you're rocking hard as a rock, and I like that about you.
Yeah, where am I?
Give her some sound.
Yeah, you are. Black woman, power.
Give her some sound.
She's black. She's a strong black woman. She's black.
Yes.
She's a strong black woman. She's strong.
Yes. Yes.
She's strong.
Yes. Red light, green light. Red light, green light.
Strong. Oh, excuse me.
Wait, did he just put religious with war? Background sound.
No.
Wow.
All right, let's go to the next.
It wasn't hallelujah. No,
All right, you guys.
I don't have that one yet. I'll go get that one. Let's go with that.
That is.
I could do it.
Hallelujah.
You know what?
What?
I apologize. It's not really sports.
You invite your
I know.
friend.
There was a moment here. I'm going to tell you guys this. When Miko comes on the show and she's dead serious, all you got to do is look at one thing to know she's dead serious.
You dead serious today?
It goes right here.
You dead serious?
It won't move. It won't move. I'm just telling you. It won't move.
Yeah, I get to doing
this.
this.
Y'all know something. We're trying to.
Thank you.
We can just get a Filipino in here.
Thank you. All right, now I can go to the stuff that if the sports jock actually waited around from that little thing we went through. Okay. Turn up the music. Give me the cash. Spurs, Heat. Who's the X Factor?
LA.
Who's the X Factor? Come on, talk to me. Who's the X Factor?
As in out?
Come on now. This is it. NBA championship starts up.
LA.
You got what? Wait a minute. Somebody give her the sound effect. She said LA. We're talking about NBA basketball.
Oh.
You're all off.
I was looking at the metadata.
I know what you was looking at. Yeah,
no, he didn't flip it.
I know. So here we go. Thank you. She deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves it. She said LA. Everybody in New York right now is laughing. They're screaming. They're screaming. The camera's still on you. I just want you to know.
So? That's right. Give me my Run DMC mix.
You get it. You get it. That's what you deserve. You were doing good until you hollered out LA.
Yeah, because I looked in and I said, oh, LA. It was da-da-da. I was trying to,
LA Kings.
My bad.
All right.
I was thinking of hockey.
All right, so here you go. You got LeBron. You got Tim Duncan. Manu. Tony Parker.
There we go.
D. Wade. Let's talk. Anybody talking about how many games? This is cooler talk right now. In other words, you don't have to hold back.
No, I'm going with the black and white.
Who wins and how many games? Anybody want to step up?
6-3.
I'm cooking tonight. I'm cooking.
Wait a minute. She said 6-3. Mario, please give.
What is that?
I have no idea what the hell she's talking about.
Out there.
She said 6-3. Okay, Mario, how many games? Who wins, man?
6 games, 3 wins.
It's gonna go 7 games.
Whoa, who wins?
I said 6. Why you making fun? He said 7.
You said 6-3. We don't know what that means.
Y'all slow. I said that means 6 games and 3 wins. Ooh, oh, okay.
That's a special code y'all run. You got a code.
Slow people.
That's a female code.
People. No, it's not. It's guys.
This one guy, the one with Aaron Hall, Teddy Riley.
You should watch ESPN.
Let's groove.
Okay,
Damn.
I'm saying this right now.
Even the sports announcers say 6-3, 6 and this, or they say the number. How many? Y'all
that's
full
okay.
of mess.
That's okay, Miko.
No,
we like that you're trying to participate.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just saying right offhand.
6-3. I still don't.
6 games, 3 wins.
What does that mean? You got to
play 6 games, but
it's a
you win 3.
7-game series, but you got to win 4 to win the series.
Okay, so it could be 6 and 4.
What's the 6 come in?
Well, I'm sorry, 7 and 4.
What? Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. We can just get a Filipino if you know him.
Well, yeah.
Don't you think we need some Asians in here?
Yeah, Lord. You got one, Blackanese.
The other white meat.
You got a Blackanese in here.
Max said he said leave his sister alone. That's Jack.
But this is how they do me when we're not on the show. Yes, it is. You lying little. No, don't come touch me, you Skeletor.
I feed you.
No, you sorry, all right. Move your ass.
I feed everybody.
I'm trying to help her.
No, he's not.
When you feed,
no, he's not.
It's a loving act of feeding.
We're gonna go with 6 and 3.
No, we're going with 7 and 4.
Did I make you some pork butt last night?
No, I didn't eat that.
Did I make you some?
Yep.
With a wonderful rub. It was a wonderful rub on it. Everybody came back saying, man, that pork.
Who had some and I didn't?
I had some. I made some wonderful fried rice.
You see what this
I don't
is
eat
wrong.
none no way.
I see some of your boyfriends.
Okay, like I said, you guys, it is sports. It's not sports directly. It's what we do around it, and of course you could tell.
No,
so here's my pick because I know they're going to be going back and forth. Mine is this. I think San Antonio is going to make it a little bit easier than people think. They say it's going to be really close. They say it's going to be.
What you think?
I think it's going to probably go.
No, who you got your bet on?
San Antonio.
Ooh.
I got San Antonio. I think they're going to put down some work on them because I think they're just better this year than they were last year. San Antonio Heat has given up more points. Their defense is not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah.
And they were playing through a weaker schedule. So far as I'm concerned, I say the Spurs. Now, there's a Tony Parker alert because of the ankle. So he's flipped the script as D. Wade was somewhat injured last year. He's better this year, so now the effect on Tony Parker can affect things, the games. But I think Kawhi Leonard is the man. So I'm going right now, maybe 6 games. Spurs. Mar, you say 7 with whom?
Miami. I still got to go with Miami, even though I expect it to be very close. I have no dog in this fight. I actually haven't had a dog in any of the recent fights. I got people on both of these teams that I respect highly.
Okay.
I really like Wade, even from the days past.
Right.
Chris Bosh has stepped up. I liked him before when he was on Toronto.
Right.
I've always been a LeBron fan.
Okay.
That's not been a secret. But I also have always been a Tim Duncan fan.
Oh.
And
Tony Parker.
Oh.
Tim will play 2 more playoff games, and he will either tie or surpass the all-time playoff position with Magic Johnson. That's just how long.
That's how, and he's looking wonderful. And Manu's looking wonderful. So you guys, I have to take the position of a guy who gets a beer and just sits back.
Right.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I just don't have a dog in this fight. I like Mario Chalmers. I like both of these teams.
Right.
And I like OKC too.
Right.
So, Vic, but I think it's going to be Miami. I just think that Miami ultimately is just too much. Just too much.
I think one of the best machines of moving the ball is the only way you can beat Miami with a bench depth. And I see you, PMC. You say Miami too. But if you had to beat Miami, it has to be a team exactly set up the way Miami is with a LeBron. The other way is move the ball and that bench they have. Because as long as they move the ball, you have to work harder. And they play a better scale of defense. And believe it or not, to me, OKC with I call them the Twin Thunders. I sit there and talk about it all the time. I say Westbrook and Durant. To me, was more scary as a twosome than LeBron and Wade. Only because of the defense that you have to put around Westbrook. It's different with Wade. He's had his years, but he's smarter in what he does. But when Westbrook comes, he scares you. He makes you have to adjust your defense in a different way. Now they're going against a whole different team where you can't hone in on one person. You can't go into Tim Duncan. You got Kawhi Leonard. You got the 3-point shooters. You got Danny Green. If Tony Parker is not in his game, then all bets are off. But he's so good at distributing the ball as well as penetrating and not leaping over you. I've never seen somebody get to the rim who doesn't jump over people and they just can't block his shot. He penetrates. And if Popovich knows he's holding the ball too long, he calls that timeout. He says, move the ball. When you hold the ball, you allow defenses to adjust to you. It's really easy. But if you move it the way they do, it's the only brand of ball I know that can probably compete with the Heat's defense because they have to move just as fast as the ball's moving. So I'm going with Spurs in 6. Mario says Miami and Heat.
But I expect it to be very close.
You say Spurs?
I expect very close
I
for the
said
reasons that
Spurs.
Vic says. I also go Vic. I think that San Antonio, when they go with the big game,
Right.
big man, they have better bigs down low.
Right.
Enough that give LeBron. They really do give LeBron.
Yes, they do.
They give him a hard time, and just the other people they can put in splitter. Some of
Right.
the other ones,
Right.
They just bring it kind of big in there,
Right.
And it's a different thing. So I expect this to be really close.
Yeah.
It's closer. It's certainly not a game where Miami can count on
Right.
a win. This is, and remember last year even, no matter what people say, it actually came down
Right.
to a few moments, really.
Yeah.
And you could have had a different outcome.
And do you think the Spurs are better this year than they were last year? I say yes, because Kawhi is leaps and bounds better than he was last year. So that I have to compare Miami and say who stepped up their game even more so in Miami. No one really
They
has.
had some roster shifts too last year during the season.
Right.
With I think was that with a few people came and went. They had some roster changes.
Miami?
No, the Spurs.
Oh yeah, a few people came and went.
And that they're more solidified kind of
Right.
this year in terms of their starter and their bench stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. But revenge, it's easier to be motivated with the revenge factor. And unless somebody stumbles over it, I'm just saying right now, I think Kawhi Leonard is the X factor. I'm gonna pay respects to Miko because Miko
6-3. You're still talking
and I'm sticking with 6-3 because I believe 6-3 is the way you work it. Hey, what can I say? Miko?
Can you love a virgin man?
I do, Miko. 6-3.
No, 7-4.
We must adjust our stats. Thank you, Miko. Thank you so much.
It doesn't matter.
Let's go. Now, this was dedicated to her. I know you guys are waiting. We're supposed to have our guest, Chase Bullet Rose. He's supposed to be here, but I had to cover this because this was in his lane. And I do watch NASCAR. And when the man named JJ wins back-to-back, last week he won, and of course Jimmy Johnson won. He won this week. I got to give him respect. He won at Dover. Now. You got to give him respect. You know what? You do that.
The girls love it.
You love it.
They do.
You love it. You just love it. Now, I got to give him respect only because I am a NASCAR fan. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't follow it as much. So instead of talking about how good NASCAR is, I want to find out from you two what will make you actually go out to the track at least twice a year. Starting with Miko first. Miko, tell me, two races. What would motivate you?
Just that. Man, them engines rev up. I don't care who driving.
Oh, so you love the sound.
I just love the sound.
Okay,
It
Miko.
does something.
Would you, if you were invited, if you were invited to go, and you had a choice between Stiviano and Mario, who would you take?
Mario.
Wrong. Want to get me some picks?
No.
Now, Mario, you have not been to a NASCAR or Indy race event, or have you?
I have been long time ago.
Okay, and
Not to Indy, to a NAS.
it was Indy. I went to an Indy event. I haven't been to NASCAR yet.
I went to a Cam-An event. Cam-An.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. Now, what would motivate you to go to?
Stripper cheerleaders.
See.
Like the stripper cheerleaders. They don't have to be total
At
strip.
least mine went with it. He's sitting up here talking about
I need
chicks
some nice
jumping up and
stripping.
down and the pet squad.
Wet
I
t-shirt.
said how the cars
wet
sound.
t-shirt concert.
See, wait a minute.
Wet contest.
Hey.
Wet t-shirt
Wait.
contest. Stripper. How about wet t-shirt thong contest?
See what happens. Now we may be joking.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I want to go to that. I want to see
Why are you
that.
laughing so hard?
Just get
Cracking
some of
up.
those
What's wrong with you?
NASCAR girls
Look
with
at
the
'em.
tie-ups.
Wait a minute. I just think that what you said, I didn't say that. But would some form, Miko, of sexy men being displayed attract you more to the
Man,
track?
forget them. It's about the car. Let me see
Stick
that
shift
horsepower.
contest. How about a stick shift contest?
No. Let me see the horsepower.
Well, really?
Put some money on that.
At
Yeah.
least one horse.
Your horse ain't qualified. So,
Oh,
we
Because
gonna
it's
talk
really
about
a mule.
yeah, well, I'm
donkey.
trying to watch
It's a donkey.
thoroughbreds. I'm trying
I
to
got
watch
a
the
donkey.
thoroughbreds.
I got a little miniature horse.
Nope.
So wait a minute. All right. This is your chance right now.
No, but no, honestly,
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
answer your question, no, I don't care about how the guys look. I really don't.
Okay.
I'm more interested in
You're a true
them winning, and I want to know what type of car you bucking up against. I want to know. I want to know how much horsepower is in that Joker,
Volkswagen.
and when it goes, it goes. You know, that's what gets me to want to go. The fastest car.
Oh.
Got you.
Fastest.
Okay.
Speed.
I got
If
you.
you rocking it 200 going around,
How about slow and steady?
Okay.
Can't go slow steady.
Okay.
do that match with 200 going around, Mario? Really?
That's
Okay.
a little scary. I might go slow and steady.
Okay. Now I'm gonna put you guys on point.
He gonna fall out.
I'm gonna put you on point right now because this one is really the moment where you go, okay, don't be making no jokes. It's about diversity.
Well, hold up.
So you guys now are going to give me
Oh,
the
my-
number
my-
one reason that the expansion of NASCAR will be fueled by some form of diversity program. Should they do what to increase the diversity and involvement in NASCAR? What would it be? Miko, you can
Have
go first.
other cultures be represented
In
and
driving?
participation where it could be where what are the
Decision
people
making?
that call what are they called when they're down there and they work on the car?
Oh,
I want to
the
say
pit.
mechanics, but yeah, in the pit.
In the pit?
You're right.
Okay.
You know, have a intern program for that.
Very
Because
good.
I don't hear anything about that, or at least it's not in the certain neighborhoods of schooling.
Okay.
That would be nice.
Okay.
If they had a cheerleading team like Mario said, have a diversity in that. A program where they can offer jobs to minorities to participate who has an interest in this type of field. I
And
think
we're
that would
not
be
just
nice.
talking about African Americans, we're talking about all
Yeah, that's what I said.
minorities.
You're right.
All right, good, very good. Mario.
I want to get the transgender people in.
See, I knew I tried.
I want to break it up. I want to break it up. We got to break up the good old boy network.
I need my
So we got to
strawberry.
get some gay, lesbian. We
Okay,
need,
no,
we need to have a
strawberry.
lesbian race team.
I need levity.
How about a lesbian race team?
Why can't
Call it-
just follow?
Wait.
Hard Muff. Call it Hard Muff. The Hard Muff racing team.
And we already
All
have
lesbian team.
We already have on the track guys, just
Let's have
all
an all
guys,
gay
and
racing
then we
team.
have on the track all women. So what I would like to see is a co-ed race.
How about that? That's good.
That would knock all that out. That would knock all that out.
You guys, with that, my
So
news
your
force is
sex
done.
wouldn't matter.
I'm done. I don't want to talk.
I wanna see the
is gonna
lesbian
take it-
racing team.
Okay, I tried. I will never be.
You know
taken
you wanna
serious
see
in the
that?
sports segment.
I would love to see the Muff
Okay.
Divers.
He said, "Okay."
But see, what I just said knocks all that out. You don't have to bring your sex activities or your sexual status in it. He knows that.
Yeah, you do. We want the transgender
Bust you in your
team.
head. Stop
Dicks
talking.
with Dicks racing team.
Oh,
Mario bad. Can't
I want
take
to
you
see
nowhere.
it. That's why we can get it really open.
just
Get it open.
Somebody gonna bust you in the head to white meat.
I can't believe you used the D
Dykes
word.
on bikes.
You talk about me. Look at what you doing.
I know. Edit.
No edit. They like that about Mario. That's why you doing it.
Edit.
I can't wait to see. That's how you gonna bust it wide open.
See what I mean?
Edit.
You know, NASCAR. That's the good old boy.